greased them, the more it starts to look like fabric or animal skin or whatever it's designed to be.
There are different kinds, and that means everything from very, very almost gossamer thin pieces, papers that look like lace, and then we do heavily, heavily textured ones, lots of fiber, leaves, all kinds of plant material in them, and also extremely heavy. This is an architectural type paper. This you could almost build something freestanding out of. It's just that rigid. We have papers that have been tie-dyed, and we have beater dyed, which means the pigment has been added in showing how to work with this. It's fabulous stuff. It's actually from the mulberry tree. It's from the bark of the banana tree, and then it's woven into this textile. We move on to our pulp netting, which is banana wrap paper pulp blown into it. Wonderful effects. It's a little bit messy. The one we made with fish netting, and then the handmade paper pulp. Anything like that. You can get these commercially. We carry them. Most of the craft stores carry them. You can also go out and find your own stuff. And the glue.
Just wring it out a little bit?
Yeah, you want to wring it out a little bit. But if you get extra, it doesn't matter. And just kind of, you know, start sticking it on. Yeah. Same thing. Just put this on, and again, work it in. You always want to tear this. You don't want to cut paper. Okay. You're going to get those flat edges. Unless that's the effect you're going to get. A much, much less reliable paper. And as you start to work it, you'll notice that it starts to goo on us. It starts, and literally in about 2 minutes, this will start to turn into oatmeal in my fingers. Okay? And if it does that, and you can see it starting to do it now, you still can work it. It's just, you see what it's doing? Yeah. At this point, you can read it this way. You can see it, and it's a really interesting effect. Personally, I just start putting it up here and letting it dribble. Okay? And you just keep doing that and working it, and to maintain this. We started off, this is a paper mache form called Cake Box. Okay. You can open it up so it makes kind of an ink. That's a natural craft color on the back. We'll add to that texture. And this will dry in this shape. Okay. Okay? These are little bumblebee.
Okay. How do you decide which colors to pick?
You know, I open it up to the drawer where all these guys are kept and grab out almost everything. And I just keep working it, and you know where the patterns are that we want. And don't worry about what your edges and stuff are like. Okay. As long as they're torn. Yeah, and you can see the texture. You can see that they were dried on a type of screening, because you can actually see the patterning in them. They're about tissue thin. Worked with that on the first time. But afterwards we went, they're fabulous. It gives it a crackly look, almost a crack. Just in the ease. Okay. Yeah. I would suggest that you always start with shorter pieces, just because it's easier to work with and you won't get so frustrated with it. Okay. Okay, and you just keep working those in. This is very stiff stuff, so you need to work with it wet. And then open it up. And depending on the effect you want, generally what I will do is take scissors, because these hard edges, that's what you want to do with it. You want to make it kind of spider webby. And then again, you can pull apart various pieces down relatively flat. What you could also do, though, I did one more to make sure that it's really,
that's pulp lace?
This is pulp lace, yeah.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, isn't that wonderful? It's just got a
Now, when you're all done, do you coat these with anything?
If it was going to get very much hard, other adhesives with this. Okay, so we're going to work with these. These are old petrol cans. Okay. And that's what these really are. The only difference with this in its clearness is that it won't have that matte finish that a lot of your other substratas do.
Well, and I noticed with the tissue paper, you crumple the back
kind of a thing. You can do that and add your paints.
Oh, it goes great with the style of the...
Yeah, doesn't it? Yeah, it's a product. And be almost like it's part of it.
It's almost like the edges get, almost like you said, hard, so it looks like ceramic.
It looks like ceramic, and we do that all the way around. It's a really, really interesting look for the discussion. And then we finished and trimmed it off.
I love the trim, and it even repeats in the paper.
It could actually be used, and certainly hand washed. Gloss look. So
it goes, the fabric is just, I mean, the paper just looks fabulous.
Yeah, I'm really happy with what you're going to be doing. We wanted to show you just as sort of a teaser to get your imagination going, a couple pieces of furniture that we've done recently and that we will be doing.